Dear students, today we are going to see a concept in Java, polymorphism. Okay, as the word suggests, what is polymorphism is one thing will be morphed to many things. That means it is an object-oriented concept where whichever language is supporting object-oriented, polymorphism is also there. We will see especially in Java. So before seeing the thing, we will try to understand what is uh, polymorphism. Okay. So what is polymorphism is here as you see in this picture. So a person is there, one person only. When he is at home, he is a husband, and when he is with his child, he is a father, but he is a same person. The husband and the father is the same person. For his wife, he is his husband, and for his child, he is father. Similarly, when he is at work, he is a manager or whichever working there. And when he is going for shopping, he is a person who carry all the things. Okay. So in this, all four persons are that man is same, but he do a different work. Similarly, polymorphism is also a concept. It will do a different work, but it is of same type or same name. Okay, so like that. So in Java, we have two things, that is overloading. Function overloading is also doing polymorphism, and function overriding is also doing polymorphism. Let's see with examples. Okay, so what is polymorphism in Java? Polymorphism allows one interface to be used for different underlying forms, that is maybe data type or behaviors like that. Okay, even data types also can be polymorphed, and even the functions also can be polymorphed. Okay, so let us see how we can do especially in Java. Okay, so now we'll see types of polymorphism. There are two major types. Okay, one is method overloading and another is method overriding. Okay, so what is method overloading is whenever it happens in the compile time. Okay, so when we are doing, we have different methods, and then if the different methods are during the compile time only, if the mapping happens, then we call that as method overloading. But if it happens during the runtime, then we call that as method overriding. There is a slight difference. We'll see how it works. Okay, so then what is method overloading? Method overloading occurs when multiple methods share the same name but differ in the parameters. Maybe the return type is different, or maybe the parameters, number of parameters which we pass can be different. So that we call it as method overloading, but all are having methods with the same name. Okay, so keep it in mind. Then we have method overloading. Okay, in method overloading, what we have is we have the same method name, we have different parameters, but when this happens is it happens during the runtime. Okay, maybe of different data type. Okay, or with different conditions. So this is the main thing. We'll see with an example, then only we can able to understand clearly. So what is overloading is we have a class called demo. Inside the class, I have a method called add. So we have two methods. So one is of return data type int, another is of return data type double. Okay, here I have two integers, here I have two double. So here what I am doing, here also I am adding, but I am adding two variables of type integer. Here I am adding two variables of type double. So when I call with a double value, this method will be mapped. When I call with the integer value, this method will be mapped. So this is how method overloading works. So how method overriding works is it has subclass. So whenever I have inheritance only, this will happen. So subclass provide its own version of method inherited from its superclass. So that is what is method overriding. So here what are the rules is same method, same parameter list, but uses a overriding annotation. That is, it happens during the runtime. Access modifier cannot be more restrictive. So if I give access modifiers like public, private, then that cannot be more restrictive. So this is what is the overriding. We'll see with an example. Here we have a class called animal and another class called dog. So what happens is this is the parent class and this is a child class. So what the child class is doing, it is inheriting the parent class. So there is a method called sound. This sound is inherited. This is all of same type, void sound, void sound. So both this inherited and it is also using the same method. So what actually if I use a object with animal class, it will call this method. If I use a object with dog class, then it will use this method. So this is how this is. So if I use object with the dog, then it will say dark box. Then if I use animal object, then it will say animal sound. So this is that difference. So by this, what is the difference? We need to know the difference between overloading and overriding. So overloading, it happens during the mapping happens during compile time and it is in the same class and there are difference in parameters. But what is overriding? It is happening during the runtime and it is a superclass subclass combination is there and then it will have the same exact name, void function name or integer function name, both will have exactly the same. So that is why we call them as polymorphism. What are the benefits? I can use my code again and again and I will get the flexibility of using the same method name and I have an enhanced readability and maintainability. So if I want to maintain my code and if I want to reuse my code, I can easily do that. So these are some of the benefits of polymorphism, which is a object-oriented concept and it is very much useful in Java. So finally, I conclude with polymorphism is a core object-oriented feature um, enabling dynamic and flexible program design. So we have to keep that in mind. I hope you all can able to understand. Any more queries you can approach me and ask. Thank you.